Division 1, outer east. It's Silly wins the tap for Yea, and straight away there's high contact. So the first clearance is going to go the way of Belgrave. It'll be taken by Weezer, who comes out to half forward. Kick was nearly intercepted momentarily, but beautifully picked up here by Nunn, who breaks away, kicks towards goal, but misses the whole lot, and it's gone out of bounds on the full. So a little reprieve for the Yea defence, early days. Nunn just nowhere near target on that occasion. And I think, so the free kick going to be taken in the back pocket.
Some might say he got none of it.
Yeah. So long kick up the line here. Parking himself underneath it here for Yea is the skipper at Evans, but a beautiful intercept mark taken on that occasion by Fritz, who can go with a repeat entry. Oh, he slipped over as he kicked at Fritz, and the kick's been turned over straight in the hands of Buxton.
It's going to hurt the bottom.
So Buxton just goes laterally, and that'll work out just fine. So Yea just slowing it up at the moment. Another kick down the line. Interesting one here, looking for Graham, who couldn't quite stick the mark. It went through the hands of that occasion there of King. And now Yea get the ball moving forward. Not going to land in the hands of anyone, but they might get their first forward 50 entry here, the Tigers. Pretty well done on that occasion there by Pruden. Putting it inside forward 50. No mark will be taken there on that occasion there by Marasco. And now the Magpies just trying to get the ball out of there. They go through the far side of the ground. A long kick, and that's gone straight out of bounds on the full. So Yea should get another entry here, as we just get a look at this one. So the free kick going to be taken here on this occasion by Tyler Faulkner. Too far out to score, you would think. So going to have to assess a couple of options as we just wait for the ball to come back over the fence. Does really drop away on that far side of the ground, so if a few balls go down there, we might have a couple of long quarters on our hands. Looks like it's just there now. So Faulkner with the free kick duties. Probably about 60-odd metres from home, maybe 65 even. We're just waiting for the umpire to direct traffic. So umpire McNeese not happy. I think the Yea bench just a little bit too close to the boundary line. So just getting them to fall back. So Faulkner kicks to the top of the square. Where's the big set of hands? It just spills through everyone. No mark taken. It come to ground level. Is there a soccer off the ground here? Potentially. No, there's not. It's locked up for the moment. Belgrave wanting to rush it over. Yea trying to find an avenue to goal. Here is a kick towards goal. And it is offline. So first score of the day, they're going to the visitors. 0-1 at the moment are the Tigers, and Belgrave can bring it back in.
As Aiden hands it over to me, clearly when it's in my blind spot, we make it work.
Come on, Trent, you'll be all right.
As they bring it back in here, and they rebound it here. Got it at half back. Belgrave, they're told to move it on, so they go far to the other side. This kick might work out beautifully, actually. They can bring it up the middle now. They go inside the forward 50, one-on-one. It's going to be a holding free kick. It's going to go against Belgrave, and it's going to go in the hands of Tyler Faulkner for Yea. He wastes no time, brings it laterally, looking for Sealy. Sealy holds the mark at a half back. Looked back inboard, then decides to go inboard and finding Jarvie. Jarvie now goes laterally. It's a nice kick, finding into the hands of Lachlan Beattie. Beattie now puts it up the middle to centre half forward. Can it might be taken? No, it kind of falls, but it could get out the back if they're not careful here. Belgrave, they do all right to mop it up here. They can mop up for a few hands for King. They retreat now, and they've done that well to get it out of half back now in their hands here of Campbell. As they look to bring it back down as a whistle, and it's going to be a downfield free kick going the way of Belgrave. The advantage is paid. Here they go, run towards goal. Kick is looking pretty good, and it's home. Off the boot there is Zachary Prismic. Belgrave have the first goal of the game.
So a good start there for Prismic on the run, putting it through. And they'll be pretty happy with that start, will the Magpies. So it's been ball down there in, hasn't been any real territory domination so far. And Belgrave taking an early opportunity, which is going to be important today. It's just waiting for the ball to come back into the middle of the ground. So once again, Sealy in the ruck. Up against Weezer. So up it goes. Sealy goes early, just probably gets the better of that tap. It was almost sharked on that occasion by Johnson, but just couldn't quite get it under his control. Tracking it back here for the Tigers is Evans. Can't quite get under his control. Picked up, though, on that occasion by Jarvie. Up and under ball. Going to be a tricky one to mark. Fisted away here by Beattie. Comes to ground level now. Belgrave once again force it up the middle of the ground, but that's a good intercept mark taken. And they can rebound here. The Tigers kick to a one-on-one contest. Could work out, and it does. So currently in the hands of Graham. Chips it to half forward, looking for Sutherland, who can't quite take the mark. Just didn't quite get front position in the end, so a boundary throw in At half forward for the Tigers. Just wait for the umpire to bring the ball back into play. So 1 goal straight at Belgrave, 6 to the one behind to the Tigers, 5-point difference at the moment. Looks like it's going to be Marasco on the ruck on this occasion for the Tigers as the boundary umpire finally gets the ball back. Up it goes. So it was Weezer with front position, sharked on that occasion by Evans, and we're going to have another stoppage. Still at half forward at the moment for the Tigers. Up it goes once again. Weezer gets the better of that tap. It was nearly knocked away, Evans. It wasn't Evans, sorry. That was Evan. Sending it inside forward. 50. Can a mark be taken? Yes, it can. There we go. So Evans to the top of the square, and here's an opportunity early days. It looks like it might be Sutherland. No, it's not. It's Chris Graham, in fact, with a shot at goal. Point blank range, only about 10 metres out. So this to get the lead back for the Tigers. In comes Graham. Puts it away, and there's the first goal for the visitors. 1-1-7 EA, currently leading Belgrave 1 straight 6. And a pretty even start to this game so far, Trent.
Yeah, both sides moving the ball actually really nicely and getting some nice, dangerous kicks, and they're taking it on board. Some are not paying off, but most of them are paying off early.
No, you're right. Pretty free-flowing game, and as mentioned, both sides definitely getting their chances. They're getting the ball down there. There's not really been a lot of territory domination as the ball comes back into the middle once again.
And hasn't been many stoppages as of yet.
No, it hasn't.
As the ball's back in the middle now, ready to restart play. Win the tap out there, Yea. But they might manage to get on top of it, Belgrave. But they're going to get a free kick here. And they'll look to retreat here. Coming off the boot there of Pentland. He comes down the middle. Now they play on. They put it inside forward 50. Can they find a target? No, they can't. It falls to ground, but they get it. In fact, that is Yea. They've got it now. They run it around. In the hands of Buxton. Buxton retrieves. Just gets it over the top of Fritz. As they look to come back inside here. How are they going to do? Handball at the back. They're finding into the teammate of Brown. Brown puts it inside 450. Big fist. Could be a free kick going the way of Belgrave, and it is. They could have a shot on goal here.
Campbell, it looks like.
So, by the looks of it, it'll be Campbell who will line up. Chris Campbell. He'll have to keep this all of probably a 45. Not much of an angle to deal with. It's going to just have to be with the distance. As Campbell comes in. Ginsy's approach here. Kick looks not too bad off the boot, and it's home. Belgrave have their second. Very free-flowing at the moment, Aidan.
Yes, it is. Very good start to this game. Pretty high scoring it is at the moment. So 2 goals straight, 12 are Belgrave. They get the lead back, so already 3 lead changes in this game so far. As we wait for the ball to come back into the middle. 2 straight 12 it is for Belgrave. 1-1-7 at Yea. So once again up it goes. So it's Pell on the ruck on this occasion for Yea. Still Weezer for Belgrave. It was probably Weezer who got the better of the tap. And here we go. They're going to get the centre clearance once again, the Magpies. Long kick. Here we go. None. Couldn't quite stick the mark. Comes to ground level. Kick was smothered on that occasion. Yea desperately trying to get the ball out of there. The handball came just in time from Johnston. Might have been turned over. Here is Pemberton, but he had the ball knocked away. None with a second effort. Gets around one, squares the ball up. That's not a bad kick, but in the end, it's straight to a Yea player. So now they can go back the other way here, the Tigers. Good looking kick. Can Sandals take the mark? No, he can't. Spills to ground level. Swings around onto the left, but now eventually gets his way onto the right. Kick to half forward, looking for Sutherland. Not going to work out. Marasco was there as well, but eventually Belgrave get the ball out of there. But this ball over the boundary line is going to be thrown back into play. So frantic stuff there from the Tigers. But it is the Belgrave defence who holds up for the moment. So Pell and Weezer once again in the ruck. Pell with front position. And probably just gets the better of that tap. Not to anyone's advantage, though. Nearly worked out for Lockie King. And there's a whistle.
Incorrect disposal.
And it is going against Belgrave. So this could be another shot at goal here for the Tigers. And it is Patrick Magoga who tried to hand it away to Gilby, but umpire McNeese not happy with that one, so it's got to come back again to Magoga.
So he's definitely not confident with the distance.
No. Not the biggest arcs here, though, at Yea. Only probably 40 metres. So in comes Magoga now. He will have the set shot at goal. And it's 25-metre penalty. He should have the distance now, Trent. So someone there from Belgrave in the protected area, and Magoga shouldn't be brought all the way to the top of the goal square, but pretty close nonetheless. And pretty much directly in front. So man of the mark right there at the top of the goal square. So Magoga from directly in front, only about 15 metres out. In he comes. And he puts it away. There we go. Second goal of the afternoon for Yea. They've got the lead back. Fourth lead change of the game. 2-1-13. They are Belgrave 2 straight 12.
Mustn't have been much in that 8. Only in Pepperton's having a good laugh with some of the Yea players about it.
No, certainly. Yeah, a bit of an interesting one. It really was a bit innocuous, but in the end, Yale will certainly take it. So that's their second shot at goal from point blank, which they'll certainly be happy about as we wait for the ball to come back in the middle. So Seeley back in the ruck here for the Tigers, and Weezer has pretty much done it all so far for Belgrave. So just 1 point the difference at the moment in the match of the round.
So very good starts in the match of the round. 1 point the difference at the moment. Just wait for play to resume. Ball thrown up now. Weezer probably got the better of that tap and it's punched out into the open, but they get underneath it. Do Yea in the hands of Jarvie. He tries to get a clearing kick. Weezer goes back in and gets it, but then turns it over now in the hands of Evans. Evans just snaps it on his boot, looking for a teammate, and he's found one there in Sandals. Sandals now brings it inboard to centre half forward, but it's going to be cut off there by Pentland. Told to play on now and brings it along the wing. Looking for a teammate there, unable to find it. Nunn retreats, tries to lay a tackle. He's just managed to shrug it off. Now Yea can retreat off the boot there of Gilby. And it's sent over to Pentland. Pentland brings it inboard, dangerous kick. And it could work against him as they bring it back up through the middle of the ground. But unable to take it cleanly. The kick probably didn't favour him after going in again. He could go again. Looking to get a few handballs linking up. Now, Belgrave look to try and retreat, but geez, some really rough footy happening here, Aiden. No one can get a clean possession. It's in the back pocket of Belgrave, the forward pocket, but it's good vision there. And they bring it back in forward to fight Cameron Evans, who's definitely in range. Bit of an angle to deal with. Finally, some clean footy there. Some smart footy, brought it back.
Frantic stuff from Belgrave, and yeah, Yea have really put him under some good pressure, which has brought about the shot at goal.
So Evans now lining up for Yea's third. Kick doesn't look too bad off the boot, just across the face. So it's a minor score for Cameron Evans as Yea moves to 2-2-14.
So it's going to be brought back into play once again. A long kick off the boot here on this occasion, looking for Batali, who takes a good strong mark in the end. So Batali assesses the options up ahead, kicks it to about centre half forward. Can he find a set of hands? He can, but once again Chris Graham on the end of this one turns it over and then finds Sandals and then turns it over nearly himself. Pentland. It was Pemberton, in fact, who did well at ground level. Pentland gives it back to him. Evans with a good and strong tackle. Now Yea once again on the counter-attack. Here we go. Inside forward, 50. Sutherland in the area, but it's knocked away for the moment. And once again, Belgrave on the counter-attack. So it's a bit of a game of tennis at the moment. Here we go. Batali once again. Long kick to half forward. Can he find a mark? Yes, he can. Good strong hands there. Looks like Dawson, in fact, who's taken it. Might just be within range, Nathan Dawson. In fact, he is going to have the shot at goal, so he's marked the spot where he's probably going to take the kick from. And we should get a pretty good look at this one from our commentary position. So probably 45, 50 metres required on this kick. Little bit of an angle to deal with. So they currently trail by 2 points, Belgrave. This to get the lead back, and this would be the fifth lead change just inside the first quarter alone. So in comes Dawson. Slow, deliberate approach at goal. And Nathan Dawson starts it a little left. Is it working back? No, not quite. Just offline. So first minor score of the afternoon for Belgrave. Dawson just unable to get the draw on the kick. And a little reprieve for the Yea defence. So 2-1-13 it is at the moment for Belgrave, trailing Yea by 1 point. So very close game here at the moment, just what we expected. Long kick to the outer side of the ground here for the Tigers, but a really good mark taken by Pentland, who started this game very well so far. Who can he square the ball up to? Goes to about centre half forward. Dawson was there, but it was fisted away beautifully then by Buxton. And they get it to the boundary line to the Tigers, and we'll have a stoppage on the outer side of the ground at about half forward for Belgrave. So really good start to this game so far. So Dawson going to go up in the ruck this time for Belgrave. It's going to be Pell for the Tigers as the ball's thrown back into play. Dawson probably just with front position, but eventually wrestling his way there was Pell. Tapped down, but another stoppage. Ball going absolutely nowhere. So another stoppage at half forward on this occasion. Pell probably got the better of that tap, and he got it to a teammate there in Jarvie, but he couldn't quite take it cleanly. Now they might be away here. Belgrave on that occasion, the handball looking for, I think it was Prismich, but he couldn't take it cleanly either. Now another opportunity here presenting itself for Johnston. Kick around the body to a dangerous spot. Here's a shot at goal, and Belgrave are back in front. Green puts it through. Back to 5 points the difference. 3-1-19. The Magpies leading the Tigers 2-2-14.
Yeah, it's a really interesting start here, Aiden. Just back and forth, back and forth.
Exactly right, goal for goal. And that is the 5th lead change already of the game so far, Trent. So it is really anyone's game at the moment. Both sides taking their opportunities inside forward 50. Already 5 goals for the game. Only gone, 15 and a half minutes into quarter number 1 as the ball comes back into the middle.
So fast start from both teams. Ball back in the middle now. What are we, 15 and a half minutes into the first? So win the tap down there. Belgrave look to go again through none. He gets the handball out. Tackle is laid. As the umpire going to see this, it's holding the ball. Great chase down. Tackle laid there by the skipper in Patrick Evans. Now they play on. Get a high kick to centre half forward. Can a mark be taken? Yes, it's a nice mark taken there by the resting ruckman Sealy. Sealy looks like he's going to back himself in for a shot here. He'll have to kick this all of 50 probably.
Yep.
Looks very confident. Goes back. Begins his approach. Now comes around, opens up the angle. Distance might just fall short, but can it might be taken on the line? Yes, it can. But it is by Belgrave, so they'll look to bring it outside. Defensive 50 on the rebound. Assessing the options and just decides to play on. Tells a couple of players to come at him. And just kicks it down the line. They find a couple of teammates here. Back down the line. They got one there. And no mark can be taken, but it's going to be a free kick. No matter what, to Daniel King. To King now. A couple of players call for the handball, ignores that, and decides to bring it back inboard to centre half forward, looking for Dawson. Dawson flies, unable to hold the mark. Nunn gets at the bottom of the pack, then dribbles a kick forward. Mopping it up here for Yea's Faulkner. He runs around, a couple did really well, then decides to go backwards to full back to the goal square, now in the hands of Nicholson. Nicholson, he's trapped. Where's the umpire going to see this? He's going to call it deliberate.
Gee.
Okay, Aiden.
That's an interesting one,
Anthony
Trent.
Johnson will get the free kick on a deliberate. How many times, at least once a week, we say it never get called, never get called. We always go on about it, at least once a week. And they've paid a deliberate.
Yeah, look, I don't know about that one because I'm actually not sure we even pay deliberate. I've seen much more blatant ones than that get paid, Trent. There was enough pressure, I thought.
Johnson with the banana, opens up the angle, and he's kicked it.
Well, gee.
Interesting goal, that one, Aiden. Under interesting circumstances.
Yeah, most certainly. So
Anthony Johnson kicks the goal. They extend their lead, do Belgrave.
Yeah, out to 11 points. That's the biggest lead of the game so far. Umpire McNeese pulling no punches. Nicholson, who probably through most of the season would have been able to do that multiple times. He would not have expected that at all. And umpire McNeese had no sympathy. And it's come in and pay deliberate. And, well, as Trent mentioned, Johnson with a beautiful check side kick puts it through. And Belgrave with a bit of a break, 11 points up at the moment. So back in the middle, it's King in the ruck up against Pell. King probably got the better of the tap, but he probably went the wrong way, and just a little bit of territory gain at the moment for the Tigers. Ball's currently at ground level. There we go, socket forward on that occasion by Green. Now Belgrave with a bit of territory, presenting nicely was Jaden Wood, but he couldn't quite get under his control, and now the ball finds its way over the boundary line, and it will be thrown back into play on the outer side wing. So once again, Pell to go up in the ruck up against King. Daniel King, that is. Lachlan King, of course, out there as well for Belgrave. Just waiting for the boundary umpire to bring the ball back into play. Very beautiful throw it was as well. Pell to the front position, just grabs out of the ruck. He's got to get the kick away, and he doesn't, so it's holding the ball. And King with the free kick. So waste no time, just King. Onto the right boot. Not the greatest kick, and he's turned it over, and beautifully read there by Gilby. And so the Tigers force the interception. Gilby looks to the outer side of the ground. A long kick down the line to Pell, who's in a bit of a 2-on-1 situation. He's bodied out of it, and another interception, this time forced by Hamilton of the Magpies. So Hamilton loads up on the left, gets it to about half forward. Can he find a set of hands here? Getting to the front there was Campbell, but he can't quite take the mark. And now Yea once again. So another game of tennis here. That's a really good kick, though. Beautiful vision to Beattie, who had plenty of room. Does he wheel and go? He just comes back off the mark for the moment. Not really too sure where to go. Beattie eventually sends it long to about centre half forward here. Looking for Evans, who can't quite take the mark, and once again cut off. Marasco wants a free kick, but he's not going to get one. And the kick just chips short to Lockie King. So they can just slow it down for the moment, Belgrave. King just goes short up the line once again to Green, who's been busy the last couple of minutes. He comes back inboard. That's a pretty good kick as well. And finding another option there in Kavara. And there's another 25-metre penalty. We've seen a few today. So Kavara going to be brought maybe just outside of range. Probably about 55 metres from goal. So Kavara wheels onto the left, kicks into the pocket. Can someone take a mark here? No, they can't. Is that a free kick for a hold? Yep. Yes, it is. Or high contact, in fact, said umpire McNee. So this will come back to Gilby of the Tigers, who's got an option short. Oh, gee, it was risky momentarily, but Jarvie holds onto it. So Harry Jarvie got options up the line, goes to one of those, and that works out in the end to Evans. Graham calls for it up the line. Evans hasn't spotted him. He's going to go further into the middle of the ground. Sealy bodied his man beautifully, but the mark goes through the hands, and it bounced beautifully on that occasion there for Brown, and he was taken high, so another free kick. So Brown just steps off the mark and then kicks across goal. It should work out fine in the end to Kavara, who hands it away on this occasion, and then comes back inboard to Green, who they seem to trust as a good user of the footy. Comes across once again on this occasion to Brown. He got the free kick moments ago. Long kick up the line, probably not to the advantage of his teammate, and cutting across beautifully on that occasion was Bennett. So good reading of the play there by Joel Bennett, who's just assessing the options up the line. Loads up on that right boot. Kick just short of half forward. Once again, Sealy in the one-on-one, but he's beaten. And a good intercept mark taken that occasion there by Westcott. So Westcott goes back to Kavara, who looks to the outer side of the ground. Not going to pull the trigger just yet, and then just goes short to Green, who's had plenty of the ball in this first quarter. Probably 5 or 6 touches just in the last minutes. Kicked a goal as well, Green, so he just goes short once again. So Kavara. So all the backmen just helping each other out at the moment with a couple of disposals, and here we go back to Green again. He's got another one. Does well, steps around an opposition player there in Magoga. Long kick down the line. It's a really good one as well to Lockie King, who wheels and goes on the left. Kick to about half forward. A lead presented here by Nathan Power, who does take the mark. He's going to waste no time. He'll send him inside forward 50, up and under ball. Who can take the mark? Nunn's in the area. Ball fisted away from him. They're going to be worried about rushing this one over, Yea, because umpire McNeese did pay deliberate moments ago. It's locked up in the pocket. And McNeese circling, and eventually calls for a boundary throw, so it will be thrown back into play forward pocket for Belgrave.
So Belgrave got in there forward 50. 22 minutes gone in the first quarter. The ball's thrown back into play now. As they get the tap down to Yea, and then they'll look to retrieve their handball in front of them. The ball's at the bottom of the pack. Belgrave go back in and get it. Tackle is laid. Trying to fend off with the captain in Evans. Is there a high contact free kick there? No, there's not. The umpire's going to ask for the ball to be balled up. So they bring it back in to be balled up here.
23 minutes gone into quarter number 1.
Visor now up against Powell. Tap down. No clear. Possession being done here. Might be going in for another stoppage as the two ruckmen go battle for the ball there. Now they're going to go battle again in the ruck. In fact, it's a free kick to Powell. So Powell now. He's told to play on and decides to just come long down the line. Has a couple of options here. And it's a nice strong mark taken out in front by Graham. Graham now plays on, wastes no time, puts it deep inside forward 50, sees something he's liked. No mark will be taken, but out the back, stuck towards goal, and they've got it off the boot of Sutherland.
Back to 5 points. Yep, the all clear is paid. There we go. So Sutherland's kicked his first of the afternoon. Goal number 68 of season 2024, and back to a 5-point difference.
68? Did you say goal?
He's kicked 68 for the season. Yep. No, he's had a good year, Trent. So 3-2-20 are the Tigers. Trailing the Magpies 4-25, back to 5 points the difference as we wait for the ball to come back into the middle. And very even contest this one so far. Once again, umpire McNeese in the middle.
Wouldn't be much to go in this quarter because there hasn't been many stoppages other than that ball going over the fence. So I think maybe 2-3 minutes left in this quarter as the ball's thrown up. Well, he gets the tap down. In there is King. He gets it, but then knocks it forward. But now he's got it under his possession and gets a handball moving forward. Nunn's going at it to try and get it. He makes it front on. Big hip and shoulder. Now it's deep on the other side of the wing. They link up for a handball. Now they go back inside forward 50, looking for Dawson. The bounce doesn't favour Dawson. Mopping it back up is Daniel Evans. Now he brings it back in the middle. It's a smart kick. It's going to work out all right to Cameron Evans, who brings it laterally. Now they can push back off. Has a few options. A running player off half-back. Ignores that. Comes back inboard. Now they don't waste time in going wide. Finding Graham. Graham now. Pushes off his mark and decides just to come in short. So Yea, a slow, subtle approach. They go short again. They're building this one up all right now in the hands of Cameron Evans. And it's a 25-metre penalty. There's so many being paid.
There's been at least 5 or 6 in this quarter alone, I think, Trent.
Yeah, there's a lot being paid here. So Cameron Evans will kick this from about 35-40.
Yeah, about 40, I think, man of the mark, just inside the paint.
He's just putting the player on the line there, the ump. Now Evans will come in. Kick looks pretty good off the bird, and it's home. It is home. So Yea bounce back and take the lead once again, Aiden.
There we go, and that's lead change number 6 for the game. It is just very, very even at the moment. You really just cannot split the two sides. Belgrave did get a little break of 11 points, but as we near three-quarter time, 26 minutes gone in this first quarter, Yea have regained the lead. We have the ball back in the middle once again. So it's Weezer back in the ruck for the Magpies. It's going to be Pell up in the ruck for the Tigers. And Pell, who comes in from the side, just bodies out Weezer, taps it down. There might be a chance for Evans. He couldn't quite take it cleanly. Spills to ground level. Sealy, who's come up from half forward. Handball comes away, looking for a teammate there. And Papadopoulos, here we go. Gets the kick away to the left boot just in time. Good body work there. Beautifully done by Hamilton. Just got rid of his man. Comes inboard dangerously, but it works out okay in the end. Looks like Batali, who looks at the options on the outer side. Sorry, it wasn't Batali. In fact, it was Johnson. And there's the siren. That'll do us for the first quarter here in the match of the round up at Belgrave Recreation Reserve. The story so far, it is the Tigers by a solitary behind 4-1-25 of Belgrave, trailing Yea. Here we go. So that is going to be all the scores from around the ground so far in the footy. Second quarter action is once again underway. It's Sealy up in the ruck again, up against Weezer. And Weezer gets a bit of a scrambly centre clearance. It might still work out okay. Here is Pemberton coming through. Sends him inside forward 50 and he's found Dawson. And in absolutely no time, Belgrave have got a shot at goal. We're only 15 seconds already into the first quarter and Nathan Dawson well within range. Only a kick of about 35 or so metres required. Little angle to contend with. And this, for lead change number 7, this to get Belgrave back in front by a 5-point margin. So Dawson, he missed one in the first quarter. Just didn't quite have it online. It was close though, so when he comes now, just the start that the Magpies would have wanted. Dawson gives it plenty of height and puts it straight over the goal umpire's cap. So Belgrave are back in front, 5-1-31 they are. Currently leading the Tigers 4-2-26, the lead change number 7 of the game. And it stays very tight here at Belgrave Recreation Reserve as Trent comes back into the box.
Yeah, good run. Oh, the sun's out.
Yes, it is. Sun just poking out here now at Belgrave Recreation Reserve. It's probably going to be one of those days you'd imagine. Plenty of cloud around, but bright and sunny it is at the moment. So once again, back in the middle, it's still Sealy and Weezer in the ruck, and Belgrave wasting no time to get that responding goal and putting themselves back in front. So up goes. It was probably Weezer who got the better of that tap in the end. Coming through was Pentland, who sends him inside forward 50. Once again, can a mark be taken here? No, spills to ground level. It's a free kick for a hold. It's going to go the way of the Tigers, so a little reprieve for the A defence early days. And the recipient there, Reece Hargraves, on the outer side back pocket. And sends it long up the outer side wing. Looking for Evans, who attacked it nicely. Couldn't quite take the mark, but he got it to ground level. Good tackle laid by Sealy. And we will have a stoppage on the outer side of the ground. So once again, it'll be Sealy and Weezer to do the ruck battle. As we just get a closer look at this one through the old binoculars. So up it goes once again. Sealy just tries to body him out, but Weezer came in over the top and won the tap. Comes to ground level. It was in the hands there momentarily of Buxton. They swing it around. Pemberton's got the ball, but he's tackled straight away. And we're going to have another stoppage on the outer side.
Stoppage on the outer side now. Ball's thrown up now. Ball looks to be clear, and they've got a kick moving forward here. King presents now at the back. They could get one here in Belgrave. It's going to be in the hands of Josh Brown. It's going to be a boundary throw, and I nearly thought it was a deliberate call again.
Oh, no.
This one, the over-the-head signal for the out-of-bounds throw-in nearly looked like an underground deliberate call, and I was like, oh, no, not another one.
He tries to trick us, doesn't he? Because he just goes with the one arm momentarily, and then the other arm comes through late, doesn't it, Trent?
As Yea bursts forward to the top of the square, getting Marvin taking Noah Carver down the back, knocker off the ground, and no, he's going to go through for a minor score, trying to knock it off the ground with Sutherland there. He puts through a minor score as they quick to move on Belgrave, but they're told to bring it back. The old wait for the flags to be waved, I reckon, Hayden.
Yep.
Now they bring it long down the line, looking for an option here. Going to mark be held. Yes, it can. And Yea can go back in through Daniel Evans. Waste no time playing on. And it's going to be a 25-metre penalty. That's another one. Are you keeping track on how many there's been aided? I think that might be number 4.
I haven't been counting, but yeah, it's got to be.
I think it's about number 4.
Maybe even 6. Yeah, there's been a lot.
He's got to bring him in range too. So Daniel Evans.
He's pulling no punches today, as old Jace McNeese. He's not mucking around.
I reckon he woke up on the wrong side of the bed because he was 5 minutes late getting out here to start the game. So he's had a nap and then just gone, oh no. And woken up in a bad mood. As he redirects Evans now on the line. Now it's all clear to go. As Evans now will line up. Comes in now to take back the lead for Yea. Kick is... Distance looks all right. Might be coming back. Not enough.
Gee.
Just started to come back late.
Yeah.
Bear was unable to finish the job. 4-4-28 to 5-1-31. Belgrave still with a 3-point advantage. They don't waste no time bringing it out of full back now. And they go long to the outer side. This could be turned over. No one can take it cleanly. It's going to be a boundary throw in on the other side. The outer side at about half back. As they look to get in position to Ruckman. Ball put thrown into play now. Whereas it gets the tap down, but there is a whistle. Which way is it going? It's going to go the way of Yea. In the hands of Sealy. Sealy puts it long inside forward 50. No mark can be taken. Can they get one at the back with a free kick? Which way is it going? I can't see.
I think it's going to Belgrave. Yeah,
yes, it is going to Belgrave. They waste no time getting the handball out the back there, finding Kavara. Kavara brings it to Weiser. So Weiser now puts it long down the line. Can it might be taken to a 2-on-1? Get out the back, none. Dances around a few, then puts it inside forward 50. He's done that well, and it's a good mark taken there by Campbell. Who'll line up directly in front from 40 out. Jeez, wasn't none good there, dancing around a couple there.
No, it was fantastic, and that's the kind of live wire he is, Trent. And this just to get a little break once again for Belgrave.
So Campbell to line up to extend the lead out for Belgrave. Has hit the scoreboard already today. He's hit the 1, is for number 2. Campbell, directly in front. Distance, no problem. Kick looks pretty good, and kick is home. Campbell has his second.
Well, they brought the kicking boots today at Belgrave. 6-1 they are now. Chris Campbell, 2 goals straight for the afternoon so far. And they once again just give themselves a bit of breathing room. Back out to 9 points, 6-1-37 to 4-4-28.
That sun's got nice and warm, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. I might need to take the jumper off here. Here we go.
I'm too scared to do it because I know it's going to get cold again.
No, I'm the same, certainly. It's one of those Melbourne days. They say it's 4 seasons in one day. There was a bit of rain before. The sun's out. There's clouds. There's a bit of everything. So it's back in the middle once again. Weezer up in the ruck up against Pell. Pell just tries to body Weezer, but Weezer comes in over the top, and umpire Newman spotted something as the outer zone, and free kick is interestingly against Weezer. So now Yea with the centre clearance here. They're going to go inside forward 50 once again. Good-looking kick. Marasco in the area, but he can't quite get the ball under his control. Now Belgrave look to come out through Kavara. Long kick on the left boot, but it's going to come to Yea's advantage. And just unable to stick the mark there with Sam Gregory. It comes out of play, so it will be thrown back in on the broadcast side of the ground.
That's a free kick out in the full.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Just on the full, in fact. So Gregory must have just got a little toe on it. Kick looking for Dawson. No mark can be taken. Spills to ground level. Gilby couldn't quite control it. Nunn once again picks it up, but his handball a little bit errant. Now they've got to track it back here. Beautiful pick up there by Green, who was very busy in that first quarter. Up and under ball, looking for Dawson once again. Probably just lost the ball momentarily in the sun. Beautifully picked up here by Johnston. Kick into the pocket. Just bounces through for a behind there. So Johnston just unable to get the hook on it. But it does slightly extend the Belgrave lead out to 10 points now, 6-2-38. They are Yea's 4-4-28.
Couple whistles out, or is it just they're telling them to bring it back, Aiden? It's in my blind spot.
Got to bring it back again, so they do have to wait for the wave of the flag, it does seem. So now Yea can bring the ball back into play. Umpire McNeese calls him to go. Long kick looking for Pell in a one-on-one. Couldn't quite stick the mark there on that occasion up against Corey Fritz. Picked up now by Campbell. Fritz. Handball's inboard. Here's Dawson. Does he go for goal? No. Sets it to the top of the square. Can a mark be taken? Fisted away. Dangerous times for the Tigers. Johnston in the area. Can he get it under his control? No, he can't. Now they're on the counter-attack. The Tigers. Beautiful handball to Papadopoulos. Handballs at inboard. Dangerous one. Beautifully handed over to Bowler. Can he get the kick away? No, he's tackled straight away. Umpire McNeese is there. Gone. Holding the ball. And Belgrave can get a repeat entry. So it looks like Batali on the outer side. Up and under ball, going to be a tricky one to mark. Here is Fritz. Not going to take the mark. Gilby was there as well. Here we go. Kick towards goal. Up and under ball. Nunn, does he mark it inside? Yes, he does. Just fell in front of the goal line fortuitously, and Kyle Nunn should be able to run around on the right boot here. So usually a bit of a live wire up in the forward line is Kyle Nunn. Hasn't kicked a goal so far today, but here's his opportunity. And this would be for the biggest lead of the game. 16 points up for grabs here for Belgrave. So in comes Kyle Nunn. In fact, I think he might be backing himself in the drop punt here. No, runs around to the right boot and hits the post. So disappointing result there for Belgrave. A little reprieve for the Yea defence. 6-3-39 now with the Magpies. Nunn unable to put that through. And once again, Yea have to...
How many goals has Kyle Nunn kicked?
Not 100% sure this season.
No, I'm just saying today. How many?
Oh, today hasn't kicked any yet so far.
I was hoping you said none, but...
No, I've got to avoid those puns. Can't say them too often, Trent. Anyway, Pell, long kick down the line. Westcott in perfect position to take the mark, but it was fisted away and eventually trickles over the pantry line. It'll be thrown back into play over there on the crowd side of the ground.
At the interchange bench there of Yea, right in front of it, the ball to be thrown back into play. Ball's thrown back into play now. Weiser gets the tap down out the back. It looked to be getting it kick away with Pentland. High up and under, but it's going to be intercepted there. And they look to bring it back to the outer side. It's a good kick in here, searching for Gregory. Gregory will take it. The outer side on the half-back flank for Yea. They bring it down the line. He's done that well to Sealy. He's been lively. Very mobile as a ruckman. Pushes forward too. Takes a good grab. Sealy now. Brings it high up and under. Does a bit of a hospital kick, but it's going to work out all right to Gregory.
Gee, it was brave by Gregory to stand under that one.
Gregory now puts a kick into the pocket. It's not a bad looking kick, and it's a great mark taken. Flying across the side. We'll just grab who that is. Is that Graham again?
I think it might be Trent.
And he's got a bit of a limp on him, but in fact it is Graham, and he's done really well there. Flying across. He's taken a couple of good marks. Present him well.
Getting up the ground too as well, Trent. He's providing a good outlet for the defenders.
This will take his best kick, though. Right behind on the boundary line. He'll kick towards where all the crowd is. They're standing behind the goals. Graham opens up the angle. Is it enough? And he's got it, Aiden. He has it.
Beautiful kick for goal, Trent. Chris Graham's got his second.
Yeah, it's just his work rate earlier on so far, Aiden. It's just been phenomenal.
So fantastic finish for goal there from the big man Chris Graham, and once again Yea just back within 5 points and really making a fist of this game. Hard to split the two sides at the moment. The ball comes back into the middle. So once again Pell up against Weezer. Just wait for umpire McNeese to be happy with everything. Up it goes. So Pell again, not really jumping, just trying to body Weezer in most of these. Here we go. The handball comes away there to Beattie. They can go inside forward 50, but the ball just spills away. Now Belgrave might be a chance to go back the other way. Beautifully picked up though at ground level by Jarvie. Comes back inboard, and it works out just fine for the moment. Buxton on the end of the kick. So Buxton has got Gregory out wide, hasn't spotted him. He wants to go further afield dangerously, but Graham, can he hold the mark? No, got a free kick nonetheless. So once again, Chris Graham, very busy and...
Oh, I thought the number 25.
Yeah, I thought it was coming. There was a...
I thought it was going to be number 5.
Graham sends it to about half forward. No mark can be taken. This could be a chance, though, for Bennett if he can get under his control. Kick to the top of the square, but it's turned over. Beautifully read on that occasion by Holland. And now Belgrave look to come to the outer side of the ground. The ball currently in the hands of Joshua Brown, whose kick didn't quite work out to Westcott, fell short of him, so Brown will try again. Under pressure from Sandals, gets the kick away, does it work out? There's another free kick here, and it's going to go to Belgrave. So Johnston, the recipient at half-back. For the Magpies, the long kick down the line. Does it work out okay? No mark can be taken, comes to ground level. Pemberton in the area once again. Unable to get under his control. Now Yea sent it the other way. Long kick off the boot of that occasion of Bowler, and he's done well to find Sandals, who presented nicely. Sandals wheels and goes. Can send him inside forward 50 to a 2-on-2. Corbin Sutherland in the air. So too Graham. And Hamilton was unable to get the free kick. There we go, yep. And long kick down the line to a one-on-one contest looking for... That's a beautiful kick, and in the end it found that man there. Nathan Power swings onto the right boot. And a mark is taken. There we go.
I want to say Campbell.
Good vision there from Power, and I think you might be right here, Trent. We'll just wait for him to turn around. And it is Chris Campbell. There we go. Already kicked 2 goals in the afternoon. This to get the margin back out to 11 points. So
13.5 minutes gone in the quarter too.
Starting to head towards red time. So Chris Campbell, kick of about 40 or so metres required here. A little angle to deal with. And he started the game pretty well in front of the big stick so far. So when he comes, this for goal number 3 in the first half. Starts it a little right, but working it back beautifully. And once again, puts it straight through. Chris Campbell's got 3. Back out to an 11-point margin for the Magpies.
Yeah, he's been impressive as a target up there forward this so far this in the first half, Aiden.
It's working out pretty well for him so far today. So do Yea respond? Belgrave, biggest lead of the game so far today, 11 points. Yea, I think their biggest lead of the game just been the solitary 1 point. So really hard to split the sides at the moment as it's back in the middle once again.
Should be King to come into the ruck for Belgrave. The ball's thrown up there, and Powell also comes in. King goes back in and gets it, but he's tackled, and it's going to be holding the ball that one, and Yea will get the free kick. The receiver's going to be Lachlan Beattie. Beattie now is told to play on. King comes at him straight away. Beattie tries to go one way, goes the other, decides just to go wide. Doing well there. Pushing underneath the ball is Evans. Evans has his kick smothered. Really well done there by Pencer as Belgrave look to retreat through Green, but he turns it over. Cameron Evans puts it into the pocket, and he's done well there. He's found a target.
Sandals
will line up from about 20, 25 out. On a slight angle, but virtually directly in front. And he's done well there, Cameron Evans, the way he read the play, and he was straight onto it. It was a smart kick too. The vision to be able to see Sandals there. Just put it out in front, let Sandals do the rest of the work. Now he'll line up. Sandals comes in. Kick is on its way. Makes the goal umpire work, and they celebrated like they thought it was a goal, but the umpire says no, it's a minor score. So as they look to bring it back in, Belgrave, they'll have to, remember, wait for the flags, as Will Hamilton will bring it back in. Will Hamilton now plays on now, and then decides to go long, but he's going to kick it straight down Powell's chest, who has it now at half forward. Has a couple of options looking at him, so he decides just to play on. Is he going to back himself in and wheel on his own? Puts it at the top of the square. Sandals is there. No mark can be taken. As it's at the bottom of the pack, Belgrave look to retreat. And that they do. In the hands now, Green. Green puts a big kick up looking for King, but this one's going to be turned over as well. Beattie with the ball in his hands. Puts it into the forward 50. Graham flies, unable to hold the mark. Going in and getting it for Belgrave there was Holland. Holland puts a quick kick, looking for Power. Unable to hold the mark. It's a 2-on-1. Powell goes in and put a bit of body on. No one can pick up the ball clearly. Batali's there. Gets a handball. Back to Power. Back to Batali. Then snaps it around his body. None will go at it. So will Prismic. Prismic gets a handball back to King. King puts it to centre half forward. Unable to hold the mark there. As they get the handball back to Nunn. Tries to swipe the tackle. Unable to. Now it's in the centre half forward for Belgrave. Yea might get out of this one. But Nunn comes at him with a bit of pressure. Tackle is laid. Dawson goes in. How's the umpire going to see this one? And it's going to be holding the ball. But who's going to go to?
So umpire Newman's coming in at Dawson. Here you go, Trent.
It's going to be Dawson who'll line up with this one. Already has the one. Just a manic pressure there from Nunn. And then Dawson came in and did the rest as well.
Yeah, just a bit unfortunate. Yeah, just didn't quite get the bounce of the ball. And yeah, Cole Nunn, he was right there and very well done. He's allowed his teammate to get another shot at goal.
They come in now. Dawson. Kick is got to be just across the face there, Aiden, for a minor score.
Yep.
7-4-46, Belgrave now. And 1-2 for Dawson.
So kicking duties once again for Belgrave. This time, Daniel Evans going to take it. So looking up the middle of the ground is Evans. Eventually, oh, he's turned it over. Can you believe that? He's kicked it straight to Kyle Nunn, unbelievably. And, gee, that is a bit of a coach killer moment there from Dan Evans. Just a little bit too cute with the kick, and Nunn was straight onto it. And he'll line them up from around about 20 metres out in a slide angle. And not the man you want to be turning it over to. Kyle Nunn, in he comes. This for the biggest lead of the game. This will be 17 points for Belgrave if he can kick this. And he makes no mistake. Puts it straight through, and there we go. 8-4-52 now at Belgrave, leading Yea, 5-5-35. We'll be going 18 minutes into quarter number 2. So wait for the ball to come back into the middle of the ground, and Kyle Nunn, that was beautifully done there. He was awake to it. And, well, they're going to have to try and find a couple of late ones here, Yea, just to try and bring the margin
red time
back within striking distance. Yet we're into red time, Trent. So umpire Newman going to throw the ball up in the middle on this occasion. So Pell's done probably more of the ruck duties in this quarter. It was mainly Sealy in the first quarter for Yea, and now King's going to go in there for Belgrave. Slaps it backwards. So it's Yea with the territory, but it's Belgrave with the ball. The handball, though, that missed Pemberton. So now Yea on the counter-attack. Up and under ball, but not a good kick. Oh, no, the mark wasn't taken there. Gee, Batali had his name written all over it, but just probably didn't have any communication. Magoga's got ball in hand, but he's tackled straight away. And, oh, wow. Holding the ball. There you go. So umpire Newman said you dragged it in. Green, long kick off the right boot. Not a bad-looking one, and here he is again, Campbell. Already kicked 3 goals. He's going to wheel and go. Long kick. Looks pretty good. Does it have the carry? Yes, it does. What a finish from Chris Campbell. And he's kicked 4 goals in the first half. 23 points the difference, and Belgrave are starting to kick away.
Yeah, it was just a beautiful awareness to grab it and roll, and then the finish, Aiden.
Fantastic finish on that left boot. And Yea, they've got to try and find a response, or at least a goal or 2 before half-time. Certainly not alarm bells ringing just yet, but it is starting to really fall one side after what's been a pretty even contest so far. So it's back in the middle once again. So Sealy does go back in the ruck this time, up against Daniel King. So umpire Newman in the middle on this occasion. Up it goes. No real ruckman was able to get the tap. Here we go. The handball came away. Now they can bust through the centre. Can Yea. Long kick to the top of the square. Can they find a mark? Keir Marasco there, but it was slapped away from him. Sutherland tracks it back to the boundary line. Was he taken high? Umpire calls them to go. Now Sutherland. Is that ball? Yes, it is. Just took too long. And the free kick for Kavara. Assesses the options up the line. Does John Kavara. Not a bad looking kick, and it's very good vision in the end. Finding Power up the line. Nathan Power now. Good looking kick. Dawson presented, but he didn't take the mark. He did get it to ground level, but in the end it's Yea who had all the crumbs. Oh, beautifully done though. Slap forward on that occasion there by Brown. Now they can go inside forward 50. The kick was partially smothered though. Here's Campbell once again involved. Gets onto that left boot just in time. Centering ball. Oh, what a mark. Very good grab on that occasion by Pentland, who came in from the side. The kick definitely didn't have his name on it, but he just made it work nonetheless. And here's another shot at goal for Belgrave. 21 minutes into quarter number 2, and this could make it 29 points. So beautifully done there by Riley Pentland. Kick was definitely intended for him, probably not to his advantage, but he just made it work. In he comes now. 35 metres out. Starts it right. Does it come back? No, just offline. So 24 points the difference it is now. 9-5-59 at Belgrave, leading Yea 5-5-35. And we'll be going 21.5 into the second quarter.
So how will Yea respond? They bring it back in here now. They have the mark, and it's going to play on. Sandals with it and puts it into forward 50, bouncing off the chest. But he goes back and gets it, then puts it up and under ball. In deep into the pocket. Kavara does well in front of Sutherland. He's been impressive so far. Kavara now puts it down the line. Couple present. No mark can be taken, but it's going to be a free kick. It's going to come back to Wood. Thought it was going to be a 25-yard penalty for a second. Now, what's that on his leg, Aiden? Can you help me out here?
Oh, yeah, it's a bit of a compression.
Yeah, interesting.
Something like that. Yeah, you don't see that too often.
So Wood puts it down the line. Can a mark be taken? No, it can't. Dawson is there around, laying some tackles. Nunn lays a tackle. Laying the tackle there was Anthony Johnson. The umpire blows the whistle. He's going to bowl it up. We're now 22.5 minutes into the second quarter. Ball's up. Dawson probably wins the tap there. Green puts a kick forward into 50. Can a mark be taken? Yes, it can, but it's not by the team that wanted to. There's a player down here. Aiden, just keep an eye on this one. Yea, 34. Holding his foot.
Josh Buxton, yeah.
They bring it back out to Daniel Evans, and he's taking a while to get up, Aiden, so you keep an eye on that one.
Yep.
And this one could be nearly cut off, but they've done it right here. Just don't kick it this way, please, and that's exactly where they go.
Yeah.
And they bring it here. Mark can be taken. No, flying there was Sealy. Green's there, tries to take it on, but he's met with a big tackle. And it's going to be holding the ball. And it's going to go to Daniel Evans.
Yeah, the trainer spotted Buxton now, so he'll be probably coming off, you'd imagine.
So Daniel Evans now just stumbling in, puts a short kick, and it's a smart kick. It's going to work out all right here. And they'll have a shot at goal. Will Yea, and it's in the hands of Chris Graham, who's already got 2. Kicked an impressive goal earlier in the quarter. He's presented well all in this first half. Just his chance to line up at 3. Chris Campbell has 4 at the other end. Can Chris Graham have 3 at this end? Kick looks good. It's working back, and it's home. He's got 3. It's a battle of the Chris's, Aiden.
Yes, it is, and that's the responding goal that they needed. Back to 18 points the margin. And yes, you're absolutely right, Trent. Chris Graham has really started this game well so far.
Buxton's just made his way onto the bench.
Still pretty sore is Buxton, so he probably won't take any further part, at least in the probably first half of the game. We'll see what happens in the second half. Did look pretty sore as the ball comes back into the middle. So 24 minutes are gone into the second quarter, so half-time not too far away. I'm sure Yea would love at least one more just to get the margin back to 12 points, and you feel relatively happy with that as it's back in the middle once again. It was Weezer who got the better of the tap, but it'll shark beautifully here by Evans. Gets the ball to about half forward. Sandals, can he get it under his control? Ran past it slightly. Didn't have the fortuitous bounce, though. Ball spills to ground level. Sandals, once again, is he taken high? Yes, he was, and umpire McNeese is right there to pay that one. So Ben Sandals, does he back himself in? Probably a kick of about 45 or so required. Not big arcs here at Belgrave, and it looks like he is going to back himself in. So he's kicked a couple of behinds on the day so far. Directly in front. Umpire McNeese really directing traffic. As mentioned, he's pulling no punches today. So Ben Sandals. This for back-to-back goals for the Tigers. This to get it back to 12 points. Really get themselves within striking distance at half-time. Sandals loads up. Kick not going to make the distance. Sutherland there. Oh, Marasco got the handball away. It's not going to work out just yet, but tracking it back is Harry Jarvie. Centres the ball. Here is Gregory under all sorts of pressure. His handball was smothered. He goes in again to Gregory, but he's turned it over. Now Belgrave are on the counter-attack. Dawson gets the ball in the middle of the ground. Wheels onto the right boot. Beautiful kick to King. Oh, it's not King, sorry. It's Power, in fact, who takes the mark about 35 out on a bit of an angle. But this to get the margin back to 24 points for Belgrave.
Wouldn't be much to go in this quarter either, Aiden.
No, 25 and a half have gone into quarter number 2. And Yea got that responding goal, but might all be undone here if Nathan Power goes back and kicks truly here. So as we just wait for Power's kick, nearly 26 have gone now. Is he really just using the full allotment of his 30 seconds? So in comes Power to get it back to 24 points the difference. Just swings out into a bit of an arc. Looks pretty good off the boot, and they absolutely love it to the Belgrave boys. Power puts it through. Back to 24 points the difference. 10-5-65 the Magpies, leading the Tigers 6-5-41.
Yeah, they're doing well here on their home deck.
Yeah, they are. Just starting to gain a bit of ascendancy just near half-time. 26 and a half have gone now. As we once again wait for the ball. So relatively longish quarter. Probably going to tick into at least 27, 28 minutes. So umpire Newman in the middle once again. So it looks like it'll be Marasco. No, Celiot, in fact, is in the ruck for Yea. And once again, going to be Weezer for Belgrave. So we wait for umpire Newman to throw the ball aloft. And it was probably Weezer just with a better of the tap. Came down to Johnston, and there's the siren. And that'll do us for half-time here in the match of the round at Belgrave Recreation Reserve. And we are going to get third quarter action underway here at Belgrave Recreation Reserve. Pell back up in the ruck. Up against that man, Weezer, and it is Yea who really need to try and get the ball moving here early days and try and get a couple of scores on the board. Good strong tackle laid. Belgrave gained a couple of metres early days. So 24 points the difference at the moment. Once again, Pell probably Maybe didn't quite get the better of that tap. Tracking it back there is Prismich, but couldn't quite get under his control now. But Goga kicks it forward, looking for Sandals, but the bounce not fortuitous. It worked out beautifully for Pemberton. Gets the handle away just in time. Pentland, I think it was, but he's turned it over and beautifully read there by Papadopoulos, who takes the intercept mark, wheels onto that left boot, kick to about half forward, looking for Marasco, who is paid the mark. So Marasco, really important here for Yea that he goes back and kicks this one. Hasn't impacted the scoreboard just yet. And this is just the start that the Tigers would need. Get it back to 18 points and just breathe a bit of life into the game. So Marasco, kick of about 40 metres required. In he comes on the right boot. Looks pretty good off the boot, Marasco. And he's put it straight over the goal umpire's cap. Yea with the first goal of the second half. Just the start they would have needed. 7-5-47 they are, trailing Belgrave 10-5-65. We'll be going a minute into the first, the third quarter, in fact. We wait for the ball to come back into the middle of the ground. So good stuff there by James Marasco getting involved, impacting the scoreboard, getting it back to 18 points the difference. So once again, it'll be Pell in the middle up against Weezer. So once again, it's umpire Newman who will take the ball up. Up it goes. So Pell once again stays down at ground level. He does win that tap. Sealy tried to crash his way through but couldn't quite get under his control. Just overrunning it slightly there was Jarvie. Now Sealy's got ball in hand once again. Gets the handball away just in time. Might be turned over and is. Here is Pentland. Swings onto the right boot. Kick was smothered though. It might come back. Sandals attacked it beautifully and was taken high. So here's the chance for Yea. They've got the first goal of the second half. And if Ben Sandals can maybe square it up to someone, they might have another opportunity. Long kick off the boot of Sandals now. Sutherland is there. Marasco couldn't quite take the mark. Sutherland kick around the body. It was smothered. Still a chance though for Yea. Handball comes back in dangerously. Long kick off the boot of Brown. Can he find a target out of the defensive 50? Pell, has he paid the mark? Yes. 25 metres is paid, is it? Yes, it is. Umpire Newman, the out-of-zone umpires come in, another 25-metre penalty. I reckon it might be more than 5, Trent. There's been so many today.
We'll go with 6 then.
I reckon it might be 6.
We'll go with 6.
Darcy Pell brought within range. The big ruckman.
May I add in that chicken schnitzel roll was unbelievable.
There we go.
If you ever down at Belgrave, get the chicken schnitzel roll.
Darcy Pell, in he comes, runs out onto a bit of an arc. And he's put it straight through. Back-to-back goals for Yea to start off the second half. Back to 12 points the difference. This game's not over yet. Yea fighting for that final spot, and they're not going to give it away, Trent. They're not going to give it away. They're going to give it everything.
Yeah, they're going to keep coming, and they've started this half exactly the way they needed to, Aiden, bringing it back to 6 points.
12 points it is at the moment. So 8-5-53 they are, trailing Belgrave 10-5-65. Trent, out of 10, what was that chicken schnitzel roll, you reckon?
Solid 8.
Solid 8, fair enough. Love that.
Unbelievable. Just what I needed to as the ball comes back into play. Weiser gets the tap down. They look to go through here. Pentland goes to track it down, gets it, and gets a handball over the top. And here they can move forward for Green, who just thumps it on the boot. Chasing after it, Campbell. 4 in the first half for Chris Campbell. And it's going to go over the line for boundary throw and in the forward 50 of Belgrave. Now the umpire retrieves the ball. It'll be Pell. Got up against Dawson. It's been lively, just hasn't converted as much as he would have liked. 1 goal, 2 in the first half for Dawson. Dawson versus Powell. Dawson gets front position, but Powell gets it out over the back. Campbell goes to get it, but he's stripped of the ball. Is that a high contact free kick? No, the umpire says play on. Ball's at the bottom of the pack. How's the umpire going to see this? Geez, he took a long time with that whistle, Aiden, but he's going to blow the whistle now and ball it up. It'll be Dawson and Powell to go at it again. The ball's thrown up here. Both fighting for position. Dawson just grabs it out of the ruck, snaps on the boot, but it's quickly smothered. And it might go over the boundary line again, or the umpire's going to have to blow his whistle again, unless he doesn't like the way he dives on the ball. Nope. He's going to ball it up. So a couple of stoppages to start this first half, Aiden. After 2 quick goals by Yea. Pell tries to get in front position, but Dawson manages to get the tap down. Kick is smothered. And they've snapped it out of there. I believe that was off the boot of Sealy, but it's gone out of bounds on the full. And Belgrave has a chance to go back in. This in the hands now of Josh Brown. So Josh Brown assesses his options and will probably just put it long to the top of the square. That he does. Looking for someone to present. It looks like it's all Yea there. But it falls to the bottom of the ground. Yea looked to retrieve, but it's a good tackle laid there by Prismic. And the umpire's going to reward him. And as you can hear, the crowd do not agree at all, Aiden.
No, the Yea player's not happy about it either, but umpire McNeese, well, he's right there, I suppose. So we do wait for free kick, and I'll tell you what, it's Chris Campbell once again, Trent.
Oh, I thought it was Prismic who laid the tackle.
There we go. Campbell's come in and claimed it nonetheless.
Why wouldn't you? When you're lining up for number 5,
Yep.
Aiden, and he's been a dead-eye. 4 goals straight. Can he make it 5 straight? We saw Tom Tony kick 6 last week.
Yes, we did.
So we've been privileged to see a couple of bags being kicked. Can Chris Campbell make his 4 turn into 5? So Campbell now will kick this from about 35. Comes in. Kick looks pretty good off the boot. And he's got it. He's got 5. Chris Campbell is on fire down at Belgrave Recreation Reserve with 5 goals early in the third quarter.
Yeah, very good start to the game. We weren't 100% sure if he was the one who laid the tackle, but in the end he was the recipient. He's gone back and kicked goal number 5, as Trent mentioned.
You're handing it over to him nevertheless, aren't you? Even if you were the one who tackled. He was in. Doesn't matter if he was 20 metres away. You just give it to him. He's 5 goals straight at him.
Yeah, no, he has done very well so far. Good steadier there for Belgrave, because Yea did start pretty hot there with 2 quick goals, so they probably just wanted that one, Belgrave, just to cool it down a little bit. So it's Sealy back in the ruck once again, up against Weezer. So do Yea have the response? Sealy just taps it back, but it might be Sharky. Was there a hold? Umpire calls him to go. Evans eventually gets under his control, but he ran into his own teammate. Sealy just didn't give him the room. Gets the handle away just in time. Pentland intercepted it beautifully, but he was bumped off of it. Kick comes around. Perismic. Has that gone the journey? No, umpire calls him to go. Plenty of numbers surround it there on the crowd side wing, and there we go. Umpire Newman pays holding the ball. They are not mucking around today, these 2 umpires. So Yea once again with the opportunity, comes across dangerously, and Nunn once again, who's forced a couple of interceptions today, sends it long inside forward 50, looking for Dawson, who couldn't hold the mark, but he's given a hold. He's received a holding free kick. Nicholson can't believe it, but it is going to be a shot at goal for Nathan Dawson, who's been a presence down there, but hasn't quite impacted the scoreboard the same way as Chris Campbell. But here's his chance. This for goal number 2, and to get the margin back out to that
home ground advantage.
24 points.
Is this a home ground advantage umpiring? Is this not Sydney Swans at the SCG against Collingwood, is it?
Oh, come off it, Trent. It can't be. There we go. Listen to him. So anyway, in comes Dawson. Directly in front, 40 metres out. To get it back to 24 points. Starts at left. Just offline. There we go.
1 goal 3.
So it's been one of those days for Nathan Dawson. It could have been a big day, but still time, but just hasn't quite taken the opportunity. So Reece Hargraves at half-back just chips it short to Gregory. He's kicked it over his head, in fact, and Fritz.
I know I said I wasn't going to risk it, Aiden, earlier, but I think I'm going to risk it. The jumper's going to have to come off. It's getting bloody warm.
There we go. Fritz sends it inside forward 50. Can he find a set of hands? It comes to ground level. Picked up beautifully there by Fowler. And there's another free kick for Belgrave in front of goal. Holding the ball, I think it is. So we'll find out who the recipient is in a moment. I think it's Rob Batali, is it? We'll try and...
Yeah, I think you might be right there, Aiden.
Make out the number. And this will make it 25 points the difference. This will be the biggest lead of the game. 11-6-72 so far at Belgrave. So Batali, in he comes to make it 25 points the difference. No, it's not Batali, it's Johnston, and he's missed. So back to 20 points it is at least. So Johnson, he's 1 goal too. And looks like the kicking duties to be taken here by Nick Gilby.
Will you be joining me with the jumper off? I think he will be. Aiden takes the headset off, and here comes the hoodie off. And they've turned it over. Prismic intercepts it. Prismic now, wastes no time, puts it to the hot spot. Can it be taken out the back? No, can't. Is there a free kick? No, there's not. Surprising. Here we go. Bottom of the pack. And the umpire says, I will ball that one up. And it's deep inside the forward 50 of Belgrave again. How's that feel, Aiden, to get that off?
Yeah, no, a lot better. Yeah, that sun's certainly making it a lot warmer in here than you'd think it is.
How's the umpire going to see this one? It's going to be a ball up. It was Dawson who just took a clean out of the ruck, but then was met by 2 Yea players. The umpire puts him into position now. They tap it down. Dawson does. Can they get one out the back? They look to get a clearing kick. Gregory comes at it and he knocks it forward. Goes back at it again, but picking it up here is Brown. Matter of fact, it's Pentland, the 2 long sleevers. Kick towards goal off the boot of Pensard. It's going to go out of bounds in the full. Geez, interesting call to be wearing long sleeves on a day like this. Do you reckon they're going in at half-time going, I've made a right call now. They've come out in the third quarter, the Suns come out and they were going, what was I thinking? Or...
Yeah, 100%. I think that will be the case.
Kick down the line here, looking for King. Can he hold the mark? Pentland flies from the side. King goes in, gets a handball out. Now he gets it back to her and gets a handball. It's a smart handball to Batali. Kick moving forward. Pentland flies to try and get a fist, but hits the air, and there's a Yea player who's come down, knocked his head a bit hard here, Aiden. This might go out of bounds in the full two, and yes, it is. And it's going to come in the hands of Will Hamilton. It was Nick Gilby who came down hitting his head hard, but he looks all right now. Hamilton brings it inboard to centre half forward. A couple fly, unable to hold the mark. And they look to rebound here, do Yea, kicked it out while looking for Graham, again presenting up the ground. Getting the meter gang up there. They put to the centre half forward. Can it might be taken going back with the pack, and yes it can, but in the hands of Belgrave. Centre half back, and in the hands there of Chris Westcott. And that's a nice strong mark taken on the other side of the ground as well.
Fritz it is.
Fritz. I should know. He's got the arm. He's
got the little tennis elbow, whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
You wouldn't believe it.
Yeah,
25 metre penalty.
Another one. We're going to get to double digits, I reckon, today, Trent.
Yeah, we reckon that might be 7.
Yeah, I would say 7. I think about that, yeah.
Yeah, it's 6 or 7. Go on, pay another one. As they look to go, Fritz now. High ball, inside forward 50. Dawson is there.
Oh,
but it's going to be a mark taken out the back to Yea. Can't quite see who it is. Might be actually it's Gilby by the green boots. Plays on, takes one bounce, and just comes down the line. Graham is there again, but he loses his feet, but they might get it out the back. He running away with Pruden, then kicks it forward into my blind spot. Cheers, mate! But it's gone out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
Yep, so boundary throw-in. They do get the territory here to Yea. They've just snuck it inside forward 50. Sutherland was there, who hasn't quite had the impact in this game so far, and they really need him to step up if they're going to get themselves back in. It's only 20 points of the difference, but they've got to start finding some goals here. It's 12 minutes into quarter number 3. So Marasco up in the ruck this time. He can't win the tap. Comes to ground level. Good tackle laid there by Beattie. Gregory got the handball away just in time. Evans sends it inside forward 50. Can't find a mark. Here we go. This could be the chance. Picked up by Pruden. Gets the kick away. Oh, it's through the hands of Sutherland. Graham was there as well, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be thrown back into play in the forward pocket for Yea.
Kavara's doing a terrific job on Sutherland, keeping him to 1 goal. 68 goals you said he's kicked this season?
Yeah, 68, including the one today. And yes, you're right, Trent. He's had a magnificent performance so far. And that was going to be one of the key things in the game. So boundary thrown, particularly at the moment, because it looks like Alexandra right in the game against Seville. And if Belgrave lose and Alex win, well, they're in all sorts of trouble at Belgrave. Anyway, kick comes out of the defensive 50. They've got it moving out of there for the moment. Does Pell take the mark? Yes, he does. So Yea can rebound. Pell, long kick off the right boot. Can he find a mark? It's Westcott's front position, but he can't take the mark. Here's Sandals. Handballs it away, looking for Sutherland, but once again they force the interception. Lockie King gets the kick out of there. 2-1-on-1. Ball comes to ground level. King's got to get down. He does that, but the handball missed the target. There's still a chance, though. Here is Dawson, come all the way to half back. Fritz gets it moving forward. 2-1-1. Spills away. Nunn's in the area. So too is Power. Tracking it back there for the Tigers was Hargraves, who's taken on the tackle straight away by Nunn. And I think it's going to be a stoppage there on the pavilion side of the ground. Umpire Newman calls for a ball up. So now it's at about half forward for Belgrave. They just got it frantically moving forward there, and they get numbers back inside forward 50. Both ruck just got a little bit of a tap on that one. Ball not going anywhere, and once again Umpire Newman calls for it. So what can happen here? We wait for another stoppage. Looks like Dawson's going to go up on the ruck on this occasion for Belgrave. So he's just done little pinch hits here and there. Pell try to slap it forward. Now Yea do get a little bit of a four-way forward. Sandals. Oh, no, couldn't quite get it. Here we go. Long kick inside forward 50 to the boot of Brown. Oh, but the mark's not taken. The interception should have been there for Yea, but they couldn't get it away. Now they do through the middle of the ground. Dangerous kick, but it bounced okay in the end for Evans. He's held. No, holding the ball. There we go. And it's Cole Nunn, and he should be within range. This for the biggest lead of the game. He kicks this. It's back to 26 points the margin. So big moment of the game here for Belgrave. Kyle Nunn with a massive opportunity. In he comes. The Magpies number 16 from 40 out directly in front to get it to 26 points. It looks pretty good off the boot. Does it straighten up? No, it doesn't. So they've just started to miss a couple of opportunities here, Belgrave. The last 3 shots a goal, all behinds. 11-8-74 to 8-5-53. Kyle Nunn now 1 goal 1. As Belgrave go to the pavilion side of the ground, Pemberton is there for them. Pell picked it up at ground level, got a kick away just in time, but Belgrave seemed to have all the numbers, but in the end it might be Yea that still went out here. Handball comes away just in time, picked up by Prismic, wasn't no, taken high, so it's a free kick for Zach Prismic. Obviously too far out to score. So wheel onto the right boot, beautiful looking kick. Is the mark taken? No, it's not, but a free kick is paid to Power. Here we go. Brown, sorry, it was in fact with a long shot at goal. It went with the wrong colour there, Trent. And Brown misses it, goes out of bounds on the full, and Gilby will be the recipient of the free kick.
That was one of your better ones, Aiden. They look to bring the back in. Gilby. Deep in the back pocket. They just didn't need to take the advantage, did they, Aiden? Gilby brings it back inboard to Hargreaves. Hargreaves goes wide. Interesting kick, but it's going to work out all right. But, geez, I wouldn't be taking much of them on. The umpire told him to play on. Geez, I thought he'd only just grab the ball, but he's told to move the ball forward, and he's going to kick it out of bounds on the full. I reckon that might have put him off a bit, Aiden, because he'd only just pushed off his mark.
Yeah.
It's probably a bit of a tight call, that one. But Belgrave will look to go back inside forward 50 to extend the margin as they collect the ball from the car park. Now, they look to go inboard. Looks like off the boot of Hamilton. Geez, that's a monster kick, Aiden. He's nearly gone all the way himself. And then someone's ran straight into the post. Lee Matthews But they'll look to bring back in now Gilby. So it's a minor score going the way of Belgrave. Flying high is Green. Patali is there. Puts on a Shepherd. Green is helped into the fence. But he's quickly to apologise. It was just an accidental there. As 11.975 leads 8.553. Would I be correct, Aiden? I hope so, because I'm controlling the online scoreboard. Am I correct there?
Yes, it was a behind. So it's back to 22 points.
And now they move it forward. Here, can they get a clean possession? Yea, get a kick moving forward. Now, look, chasing after Jarvie. He's stripped of it, but going and getting it is there Magogga. Tackles Lay. Has the umpire seen this? And he says, no, we'll ball it up. Tackle laid by Brown. The umpire looks for the two ruckman. Weiser wins the tap down. And they get the kick move, handball moving forward out into clear space. Yay, here's their chance. They get a kick to centre half forward. Can the mark be taken? Yes, it can. It's taken there by Sandals. Sandals too far out to score, so puts it deep into the pocket. Can a mark be taken? Flying high, no. Out the back, no. It's going to be rushed over for a minor score. Yay just can't seem to get that final goal. They kicked two earlier in the quarter, but they've been well restricted since then. Although Belgrave probably not doing as much damage on the other end this quarter either.
No, last 4 shots have all been behinds.
So, they're still, while Belgrave missed, Yay is still well and truly in it. As they look to go forward now, Belgrave, can a mark be taken? Yes, it can. It's a nice strong mark out in the lead by Jaden Wood. Wood wastes no time, puts it inside forward 50. Probably could have waited a bit more. Dawson flies. Going to be a free kick. It's going to go to Dawson. 1 goal, 2. There's a player down there too, Aiden. Gilby it is. Very slow to get up. Looks like he might be all right. Yep.
He's going to stay on for the moment.
So it'll be Dawson to line up. He has 1 goal, 2. Has been lively in that forward line. Just haven't been able to impact as much as he's like. Matter of fact, he's got 1 goal, 3. So this to make his 2 and extend the lead out to Belgrave to make it harder for Yea. Dawson really needs this goal. Kick looks pretty good. Kick is home. That's the one they needed. He's ticked his second, and Belgrave extend the lead on Yea by 27 points.
So their second goal, 2 goals, 3 is now Nathan Dawson. That's the biggest lead of the game, 27 points. 19 minutes gone into this third quarter, so we are back into red time. Yea need to find a couple of responses. At least probably 2 goals, you would think. Get it back to 15 before three-quarter time. You're still in the game. So it comes back into the middle. So once again, Weezer with the ruck duties for Belgrave, and looks like it is going to be Sealy once again for Yea. So what have they got here, the Tigers? Up it goes once again. Sealy probably just got a little finger-tipper on it, currently in the hands of that man Beattie, and now they can go forward here, the Tigers. No mark can be taken. Anyone's ball to be won at ground level. Slips through the hands. That handball momentarily intercepted. Here's another chance. Beattie spun away from one, but was taken by the other, and we'll have a stoppage inside forward 50 for Yea. So what can they make happen here? The Tigers trailing by 27 points. Appel's going to go up on the ruck on this occasion. And it will be Weezer for Yea. So up it goes once again. Pell bodies him out, but it's Weezer who smashes it forward. Did that pretty well to Prismich, who gets the handball away. Sandals tracks it back for the Tigers, but he's handballed it straight to that man Brown. Sends it long down the line. No mark can be taken, but there's a free kick here paid to Campbell. He's gotten up the ground. Campbell tracks back off the mark. He'll want to get this moving quickly. Maybe an opportunity for another goal. 33 points at three-quarter time would be very handy. High up and under ball. Going to be a tricky one to mark. Gilby did well. Forced the interception for the Tigers. He looks inboard for a moment and then eventually just chips it down the line. It works out pretty well in the end. Good kick on that occasion to Beattie. Beattie continues to get the ball moving to about half forward. Oh, gee, a little bit of a attempted fly there from Pell, but just probably timed it too early. In the end, the intercept mark was taken anyway, so Belgrave once again can counter-attack. So a kick coming off the boot of that occasion of Holland. Can he find a set of hands? Ball's fisted away, and over the boundary line, it'll be thrown back into play right in front of the Belgrave bench on the pavilion side of the ground. 21 minutes now have gone into this third quarter. So as mentioned, another boundary throw in. Weezer up against Sealy in the ruck. So up it goes. Weezer with front position. Sealy does wrestle his way there, though. Down to Pentland. Gets the handball away. The Yea crowd want ball. They're not going to get it. Here is Weezer once again. Gets the kick away. Puts him inside forward 50. Can someone take a mark? Gilby came in from the back. Knocked it away. It's anyone's ball once again. Huge numbers surround the contest, and we're going to have a stoppage inside Belgrave's forward 50.
So not exactly where Yea would want the ball to be, and Belgrave look to pounce. They've got it's 22 minutes into the third quarter, and it's stumped away there by Sealy. Can they get it back in there, Belgrave? They get it long up and under. Keep Pemberton's there. The skipper flies and able to hold the mark.
Oh.
Kick off mid-air. It's kicking in danger at thing, and yes, it is. It's going to go the way of Belgrave. That was just silly.
Yep.
And dangerous, may I add. It's Chris Campbell.
There you go. What about that? So
Line off for 6.
Not the man you want to be turning it over to.
So Campbell will line up for 6. 22 and a half minutes, my apologies, into the third quarter. So plenty of time to possibly chase that number 10, Aiden.
Yeah, certainly, Trent. This will be for number 6.
Campbell. Pretty straightforward kick, although I've said that before. Campbell for 6. He's made the umpire work. He's made him work a bit too much. I thought it came back enough, Aiden.
Yeah.
And I've just put the mods on him. My apologies. That's my fault. That is my fault. 5 goals wide now for Campbell.
Yeah, first blemish for the day.
11-11-77 now, Belgrave.
12-10-82.
Oh, my score. Update. As the ball keeps moving forward. Yea will look to bring it from half back. They bring it into the middle of the ground. Dangerous kick looking for Gilby. Couple fly G's. He's copped a big one into the back there. He's got a couple of hits here. Now none will retreat. Trace hard there by Gregory. Mark out the back. Can it be taken? Power takes it. But it's a free kick on the way of Yea. And guess what, Aiden? It's 25-metre penalty.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. Number 8, we reckon. Yeah, gee, so silly from Power. And, gee, he's sent that ball into the next suburb. That's probably ended up in Tacoma. Kick's gone that far.
They look to get over the ball. Have they got the ball yet?
No, that's going to take a while. I reckon this could extend the quarter to about 30 minutes, Trent. That's just silly from Nathan Power. Why would you do that?
Here we go. I can see the ball bouncing around.
Not the AFL where you've got a stand of people to kick it into. You just, what are you doing?
Here we go. Here it comes.
There we go.
Umpire, watch out.
Oh, no, the ball bounces back towards the umpire just to add on to it.
So taking the kick here is Hargreaves. And he plays on and puts it wide to the wing. A couple present. Evans. Good strong mark by the skipper, Patrick Evans. Brings it inboard. Does that well. Has a look. Daniel Evans this is. And goes wide. That's a nice kick to Sealy. Good build up here. Yea, go inside forward 50. That's a good kick. And it might be taken. No, it's going to be a chop in the arms anyway. He's going to go the way of Cameron Evans. He'll line up for goal here. 24 and a half minutes into the third quarter. So there's a well-needed goal here for Yea to go into the last break and see where they are at and go over their strategy, how they're going to come back. This will be the momentum they need, Aiden.
Certainly, Trent. Even one more after this could be handy.
Evans comes in. Kick is on its way.
Oh, he's hit the post.
He's hit the post. Just, oh. It's Unlucky there. They really did need that goal. Did Yea. 1 goal, 2 for Cameron Evans.
So they're going to bring the ball back into play now, Belgrave. Can they maybe find one more goal before three-quarter time? They get it to 33 points, and they're in a very good spot. Hamilton with a long kick all the way to the wing, and that's a good strong mark taken there. Beautifully done there by Wood, but his kick a little bit errant. It might still work out okay. Making it work there just in time was Green, and now it might come back though. Dawson flicked the handle away just in time. Once again, here is Wood. Kicks inboard, and good weight of the kick in the end. Lockie King takes the mark in the middle of the ground. Umpire calls him to go, gets it out to about half forward. Power presents beautifully, takes the mark, and he'll wheel onto this right boot. Long kick to the top of the square, none in the area. Oh, good intercept mark taken there. Fantastically done by Gilby, and he's not going to waste any time. Long kick up the line. Oh, he's kicked to a 2-on-1, though, not favouring his teammate over the head on that occasion of Pruden. They soccer it forward. This might work out. Can Cam Evans lay the tackle? No, he can't. Slips away. Here is Fritz. Just gets a handball back inboard momentarily to Westcott. Then he goes back to Fritz. Chip kick to about half forward. He's going to be cut off beautifully by Sealy. And there's a siren. And that is three-quarter time here at Belgrave Recreation Reserve.
7, Powertown 10-11-71 lead, Yarraglen 8-7-55. And I'm hoping this score's right, 12-10-82 to 8-6-54 here, Aiden.
There we go, 8-7-55 it is. But anyway, we're about to get underway in this.
Oh yeah, 8-7-55, I've got it here.
So once again, Belgrave winning early territory, and there's a free kick.
25.
High contact, I do believe. And could have nearly been a 25. So it's Pentland with the free kick, early days. Probably just a little bit too far out to score as the sun just starts to trickle into the van. A long kick into the pocket. Whoa, gee, bit of a interesting fly there from Fowler. And there's a kick at goal and it's home. Wow, what about that? Something from nothing.
So Nunn.
Nunn's put through his second goal of the afternoon. And gee, that sun really starting to come into the van. I'll tell you what, Trent, I reckon this is a job for the old sunglasses here.
Oh, not Aiden with the sunglasses.
Well, I can't see, Trent. What am I supposed to do?
What would Leo say if he saw you with these on?
Yeah, he'd make a silly comment about me looking like Tom Cruise, even though I'm too ugly to look like Tom Cruise. But
yeah, he always say, "Oh, you look like you think you're from Hollywood or something."
Yeah, 100%. Well, just because you didn't come prepared, Trent, not my problem.
I got the hat. The hat will do it.
Oh, the hat will do it. Here we go. I actually genuinely cannot. I could not even see what happened there. So there we go. We've got the goal happening once again. Weezer sends it inside forward 50 to the outer side of the ground. I'll tell you what, those shadows make it tricky.
Yeah, they do.
It's going to be even a bit of an interesting one. So it'd just be nice if a cloud could just come around and get rid of that glare that's coming into the van at the moment. So up it goes once again. Tapped down there by Weezer. Pemberton, was he taken high? Yes, he was. There we go. Umpire Newman comes in, pays the free kick. So they've already got the margin out to 33 points early days in this last quarter, have Belgrave. And if they can just hold the lead from here, they will play in their first final series since 2017. A long kick inside forward, 50. And the ball is intercepted there beautifully by Gilby. He's had a pretty good game so far today, taken a couple of hits, but hasn't stopped him. And he just goes along with a wobbling barrel up to the outer side wing. No mark can be taken. Just went through the hands there of Pruden. What can they muster here? Yeah, the handball comes away on that occasion to Brand. There's a free kick for holding the ball. Slightly red hot, you feel, but it is going to go the way of Yea. We just wait for the ball to come back to the recipient. So it's ended up all the way down into Yea's forward half, but it's got to come all the way back to the wing. And that'll help out Belgrave, just being able to get some numbers back. So kick to about half forward. Can a mark be taken? Good presentation. Spills to ground level though once again. Pruden just unable to take the mark. Socket inside forward 50, but it's cut off, and now Belgrave can go back the other way. High up and under ball. Evans with a good intercept mark, and they can reload.
Evans will now bring it into the middle. He's done that really well, finding his teammate in Sealy. Sealy plays on, puts it to centre forward. Graham presents. He's going to get the chopping the arms free kick. Probably a bit too far out to score. He'll take it centre forward, although he does look very confident in his own capabilities here. Geez, Aiden, I thought it was another 25-minute penalty, but they're just telling him to clear out his own teammates too. Yeah, Jesus, all right.
Oh.
Here we go. Graham, in he comes. We'll have to kick this all of 50. Opens up the angle, then kicks it. It's probably going to fall short. That it will. And it's going to be knocked over the line for a minor score to Yea. 8-8-56 they are now. As they keep moving it, they'll bring it back in, Belgrave. They play on as called. They bring it long to the line just in front of us here, but it's nicely intercepted there by the Yea player. Hargreaves, who immediately plays on, puts it into the pocket. Sutherland's there, but it's going to go out of bounds on the full. Probably just rushed it a bit more than he should have. As they bring it inboard. Interesting kick, this one, but no mark is taken. Josh Brown has it, kicks it now. Now they get it moving forward. That is off the boot of Weiser. And a nice mark taken there by Power. Power now will probably look to the fat side. That he does. Brings it to the middle of the ground. See something he like. Petland. He's got it. So Petland to line up for his first and really push out this lead. Currently sitting at 32. This goal would probably put a damage to the heart to the Yea, make it a lot harder for them to come back. They already need at least five goals to be back into it. This would be 6. Pentland. Kick is on its way. Kick looks pretty good. You can hear the crowd get up and about too. He's put it through for his first, and they extend the lead out to 38 points to Belgrave.
Massive kick that was, and the job just gets harder and harder for Yea. Belgrave.
Yeah, sorry.
Nah, that's all right. Yeah, Belgrave doing it pretty well at the moment. First 2 goals of the final quarter. 38 points the difference. So it comes back into the middle. Umpire Newman with the ball up duties. And once again, it's going to be Pell in the ruck up against Weiser. So we've already gone 5.5 minutes into the final quarter. And Belgrave started off exactly the way they would have wanted to. So what can Yea muster here? Might still be just time enough yet, but they really need to get motoring soon. Probably can't concede too many more goals. Up it goes once again. Weezer smashes it from the back. Here we go. Coming through was Green, but he's turned it over. The kick comes away off the boot of Jarvie. Can he find a target? No, pitch is short. Here is Graham presenting nicely. Did he get the handle away? Yes, he did. They can go inside forward 50 of the Tigers. Looking for Sandals, but it's fisted away from him. Ball bounced interestingly, but it works out the end for Johnson. He got the handle away to Holland, who might have turned it over momentarily. No, he hasn't. Eventually, Belgrave can regather. Up the middle of the ground they go. That's a good-looking kick to Power, but it's through his hands. They've got all the numbers here, though. Here he is, Prismich. Sells the candy. Kicks it to half forward. Power is there, but he can't take the mark. Go back with the flight there beautifully. Was that man there, and Joe Bennett just didn't quite make it work in the end. Kick comes off the boot there of Hargreaves, and he's found a target in the back pocket. Dangerous kick through the middle. Prismich couldn't quite take the mark. Still trying to go through the middle of the ground. This might work out. Here we go. They're away. The Tigers to about half forward. Good-looking kick here. Can someone take the mark? Oh, yes, they can. Prudence done beautifully.
This is exactly what they need to do. Fast ball movement up the middle of the ground, and haven't got any time to waste.
There we go. Here we go. The handball comes away to Evans. Long kick towards goal. Coming back. It's home. That's the one they needed. They get it back to 32 points. Good finish there from Cam Evans. His second goal for the afternoon. Is that the spark? 9-8-62 of the Tigers, trailing Belgrave 14-10-94.
Tell you what, they're going to need this centre clearance straight out the middle, Aiden.
Yeah, they're just really going to need to start creating, just making things happen.
Bit of chaos ball, I think.
100% Trent. We wait for the ball to come back into the middle.
Won Richmond enough flags.
Yes, certainly did. And well, they're wearing that jumper, aren't they, Trent? Yellow with the black, so black with the yellow sash, I really should say. So it comes back into the middle once again. It's still Pell up against Weiser, so up it goes. Weiser got the early jump, and in the end it was Pell who waited at ground level, but it was sharked momentarily there by Penza. Here we go, here's the chance. Green can send him inside forward 50. Long kick to the top of the square. None is in the area. Is it touched over the line? Yes, it is. So they just make it work at the end to the A defence. They were under all sorts of pressure, but they just hold up in the end. So 14-11-95 to 9-8-62. Do they go up the middle of the ground? They come just to the broadcast side. No mark can be taken there by Prismich. Ball heads towards the boundary line. Kept in play by Gregory. Tried to get it to his teammate there and Dan Evans. And eventually Penza just couldn't quite keep it in play, and it will be thrown back in right in front of our commentary position.
So look to bring it. They're going to throw this ball back in now. The two ruckmans to go at it. Wise up against, I believe it's Powell. It's going to be a free kick again. It's going to go the way of Powell too. So this is their chance, Yea. Make something of this. Told to play on. Kick wide to Graham.
Yep.
Graham now looks to bring it back inboard. It's the smart decision. Puts it into the hot spot. Can a mark be taken? Yes, but it's by a Belgrave defender. It's just these options, where to go. Decides just to come wide for Brown. Takes the mark there, Brown. Brown has a look. He's told to move the ball. And geez, quick whistles, aren't they, Aiden? As they get the ball moving. Westcott goes wide. And Belgrave just really controlling the ball here. This is in the hands of Kavara, who's played a terrific role on Sutherland. Kavara now just decides to go long down the line. Can a be taken? Power presents. Knocks it forward. Pemberlin gets the kick moving forward. Can a be taken? Yes, it can. And it's in the hands of Joe Bennett. Bennett brings it inboard. Interesting looking kick. It could be cut off here by Patali. Now going and getting it was Green. But now Yea on the counter attack. Has one bounce. Now they go here in the hands of Daniel Evans. Puts it inside forward 50. There's a whistle. It's a hold. It's going the way of Yea. And it's coming back to
Marasco.
Marasco. So Marasco really needs to convert this one.
He's kicked one so far today.
As you can see, waste no time with his approach. Begins it now. 10 minutes gone in the last. Looks pretty good off the boot. Is it going to hold the line? Yes, it does. Game on. Margin back down.
27.
27.
Come on, Trent. This is basic math. You've got to be able to do these.
My phone wasn't open with the scoreboard. My phone wasn't open with the scoreboard.
So it comes back into the middle once again. Yea with the last 2 goals of the game. It's back to 27 points. 10.5 gone into the final quarter. They need 5 goals, but there's still time. Once again, it all happens here in the middle. So Darcy Pell's going to go up in the ruck. Once again up against Weezer, who's really just done it all day, Trent. He hasn't really chopped out. Yea have had about 3 or 4 different guys who've gone in there. We've seen Marasco go in a little bit. We've seen Pell, Sealy.
King's been the one giving Weezer a chop out.
Yeah, a little bit here and there. So once again, up it goes. Pell waits at ground level. He's got that one down as well. They get the ball moving forward. Yea, but he's going to be tracked back. There's a free kick here, and it's going to go the way of Belgrave, is it? No, it's going to go to Yea.
Downfield too.
Downfield, interesting one. So they were just about to win it back too. So it's currently in the hands of Cam Evans. Oh, gee, I was going to say not another 25-metre penalty. Surely not.
Not in this time.
Evans. He's too far out to score. Who can he find? Kicks it inside forward 50. Sutherland's in the area, but he won't take the mark. Beautifully done there by Westcott. Steadfast in defence and chips it back to the pocket. So they go through the outer side of the ground to Belgrave. A long kick, looking for Johnston. Getting the fist in just in time was Bennett. And eventually, once again, Belgrave regain control. That's a really good kick. And Pemberton, oh, beautifully done there. Snatches the one-hander.
They've caught out the full.
It's gone on the full, though, so it won't matter. So another chance once again for Yea. This kick coming inboard. Here is Bennett. Takes the mark. He'll wheel onto the right boot, so they're going to go. Bennett, inside forward 50. Who can take the mark? Westcott with his name written all over it once again. It wasn't Westcott, sorry. It was Weezer who's intercepted it and done that really well. Chips it across to Kavara, who's got options up the line. Oh, gee, that tug in the boundary line. But Power did well. He got there just in time. So Nathan Power onto the right boot. Not a bad looking kick just over the head of Dawson. And oh dear. Pell took the intercept, but his teammates just come across and Dawson will get the free kick for a push in the back. So Dawson wheels onto the right boot. Long kick inside forward 50. Who can take the mark here? Comes to ground level. Yea can try and get the ball out of there. That's a good strong tackle laid by the Belgrave captain, Pemberton. God, holding the ball. Gee, that is red hot. And well, as Leo would say, Trent, here's an opportunity for Liam Pemberton to kick one of those captain's goals that only captains can kick. Oh, there we go. I think that's number 9. It's a 25-metre penalty. This will make it a certainty. This will get it back to 33 points. So Liam Pemberton, from point-blank range. This should be a goal. And this will make it pretty hard for Yea. The Belgrave skipper, potentially with his side season on the line here in his own hands. They win today and they're playing finals no matter what. They lose and they need Seville to get done. Sorry, not Seville, Alexandra it is, in fact. 2 beat Seville. Here we go. In comes Pemberton, puts it away. And he absolutely loves it. Back to 33 points the difference. 15-11, 101. R Belgrave leading Yea, 10-8-68.
That might just be the last nail in the coffin for Yea, Aiden.
Yeah, it's going to be a big mountain to climb at the moment for Yea. So back to 33 points the difference. 14 minutes are gone into this final quarter. And they still need 6 goals. Probably only about maybe 12 or 13 minutes, you'd probably say, in this final quarter left. So they really need to get motoring.
They just can't get a string of goals going together, like consistent ones. So that's the problem. They get one, but then Belgrave come back with about 2 or 3.
Yeah, exactly right. So once again, looks like it'll be Pell, and it is going to be King to chop him out on this occasion. That's Weezer. So back in the middle once again, and umpire Newman will get us going once again.
The umpire waits for everyone to be in position before resuming play. King and Pell. King dumps it forward, but getting the clearance is Yea. The skipper and Patrick Evans, but he's going to be pinned, holding the ball, and they take the advantage to Belgrave, finding Campbell out on the lead. He has 5. He goes, I have 5. I'm pretty confident in this. But now he'll go wide to the pocket. Can a mark be taken? Yes, it can.
Dawson.
And it's Dawson. Jeez, that sun's come at a really bad time, Aiden.
Yep, beautiful time over the sunny's on.
As they come, Dawson will line up. He's got 2 goals, 3 today. Been lively, just not as accurate as he would have liked. He's kicked 2 goals, 3, Aiden. What's 2 plus 3?
5. So
what's his number?
Yeah, number 5. Bit of numerology there for you, Trent.
Yeah, that's the one, mate. Dawson, in he comes for number 3.
Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus. That's gone across the face. 2 goals, 4 for Dawson now. But nonetheless, they extend their lead to Belgrave.
Real almost day for him, hasn't it, Trent? 2-4.
As they bring it back up the middle. Yeah, that's a stumping kick down to the centre circle. And Pell takes a nice strong mark out in front. He looks for some runners. He gets it. Now they go up the middle to centre, forward, going back in the flank. That's a great, courageous mark taken there by McGoga. And he's told to play on.
Oh.
And wait, I swear he told him to play on, and now they went for the tackle, and he's called 25-metre penalty.
What is going on?
I don't know what else to say, Aiden. Did you hear play on?
I didn't hear play on, but just a lot of the... Clearly, someone from Belgrave must have heard play on.
And he's missed it. It's not the one you wanted to miss.
No, that was...
After getting a controversial call...
You could hear the Bronx cheers from the crowd. McGoga with an unfortunate miss there. They really needed that one, Yea. So it's going to be brought back into play once again. Chip kick from Hamilton into the pocket. 16.5 gone into the final quarter. And comes back to Hamilton once again. Assessing the options up the line. Long kick off the left boot. Power is there, but Marasco drops into the hole. Finds the intercept mark, and he can rebound for Yea. Can he find someone at the top of the square? Marasco. Long kick. It's an up and under ball. It's coming around. Where's Sutherland? No mark can be taken. Comes to ground level. Sealy with a kick around the body. Doesn't make the distance. Oh, this one is out of bounds on the full. Fritz couldn't get there. It was just over his head, and now they can rebound once again. Fritz trying to claim the mark, but there's absolutely no way that ball was taken. Now Marasco once again can try and send it to the top of the square, and no, he's going to... I think he's backed himself in for the goal, is he, Marasco? No, he's not. Does send it to the top of the square. Who can take a mark here? No one comes to ground level, slapped towards the boundary line, and it's over, and it will be thrown back in. Oh, don't tell that deliberate. That's the second deliberate Jason McNeese has played. Can you believe the SC has played deliberate? Here we go. Sealy, kick round the body, and he puts it away. Back to 27 points, 11-9-75 now, Yea. Trailing Belgrave, 15-12, 102. And just confusion all round here at Belgrave Recreation Reserve. No one knows what's happening, I don't think. Certainly you and I don't, Trent.
No, I have no idea.
We haven't seen deliberate paid all season, and we've seen 2 of them today. And for some of the ones that we haven't seen paid, for the ones that we haven't seen paid today, you do kind of question what is going on. So we do wait for the ball to come back into the middle of the ground once again. So they're going to be Pell up in the ruck once again, up against King. And we've ticked into red time, Trent.
Jesse Hogan's hit the lazy 6. As the ball's thrown up. Powell gets that tap down. Can they get the clearance? Yay, but tackle straight away again. Here's Evans. Patrick Evans, he's not happy with it. And it's going to be a 25-metre penalty for him arguing with the decision.
Amber into the double digits, Trent. Bloody hell, what is going on?
So now, there's no one on the mark at the moment. He's told to play on that. He does. They go wide to the pocket. It might be taken. No, it slips through the hands. Can they get a goal from this? They get a clearing kick up the wing. King is there. Can't quite hold the mark. Goes back and gets it. He's tackled just before he gets the handball away. Matter of fact, a high free kick. Going the way King, and the advantage is not pay. What are we now? 19 minutes into the last. King just doesn't need to do anything silly with it, so decides just putting him forward 50. Looking for Dawson. Unable to hold the mark, but gathering it is Campbell. And getting it on the line is Power. He just gets it and then just taps it in, Aiden. So the lead extends.
Just a little putter there on the green, Trent. Just finished it off. Back to 33 points. And I reckon that's just about Belgrave home now, Trent. It's going to be pretty hard for Yea from here. 33 points and probably only about 5 or 6 minutes of game time left. So they've done this pretty well, Belgrave, and be their first final series since 2017. It's a magnificent effort. Been some tough times, but they certainly haven't let them get themselves down. So once again, Pell up on the ruck, just slaps it forward. It's all or nothing for Yea from here. They've just got to try and wheel the ball through the middle. Here we go. Pentland gets the handball away. Here is Prismich, and they break away Belgrave. They can go inside forward 50. Not a bad looking kick, and the mark is taken, is it? No. Power just couldn't quite stick it. Good tackle laid. But now once again, Nunn centres the ball. Oh, good kick. And Prismich, who was up the middle of the ground moments ago, has found himself 30 metres out directly in front. Good work rate. And this could make it 39 points. Hands it away. Here we go. Brown, kick towards goal. Goal. There we go. He's put it through. It's 39 points. And the floodgates have opened.
Yeah, it really has now, hasn't it, Aiden? Geez. They're just stamping their authority on the game and walking themselves into finals now, Belgrave.
Doing it very well. And they should be home from here. Can't be too much longer left. 39 points the difference. It's been a pretty solid effort today from Yea, but the home side have just proven a bit too strong on this occasion.
Just stood up when it mattered.
Certainly right, Trent. So back in the middle once again. Sealy back in the ruck up against Weezer.
So Sealy and Weezer will go at it. Sealy still looks determined as the ball's thrown up, ready to go on the ruck, and he flies and wins the tap too. Can they get this clearance? Tackled straight away is Jarvie, and the umpire's going to pin him too. See, they're getting their clearance, but it looks of it just about. Then every time they're getting tackled in this last quarter, and they're getting pinned, Jay. So now they can move forward. Belgrave, and they found someone in Dawson, who we've mentioned has had a bit of an almost day with 2 goals for. So the umpire puts them in the positions they want them to take the shot from. Both the player taking the kick and the player on the mark looking a bit confused, as Dawson will line up from 40 out, directly in front. Dawson, a chance to kick his third. Chance to kick 3. Dawson now. Kick is on its way. And it's going to go across the face. 2 goals, 5.
There we go.
So, could have really had a big day. Dawson has presented well all day, though, giving them a target and then chopping them out in the ruck when it's going in the forward line. So, it's a job well done. As the ball looks to be brought back in by Yea. And they immediately play on and run wide and kick. Then it's go long and wide down the line. Looking for Sealy. No mark can be taken. Can they get it out the back? No, they've tackled straight in front of the interchange bench. And it's going to go over the boundary line in front of the Yea bench for a boundary throw-in. As they regather their positions, Sealy and Weiser. Ball's thrown into play now. Weiser gets himself to the front position with Sealy, taps it down, then goes back and gets himself and just puts a big handball moving forward. Hamilton gathers it, dances around a few, then puts it down the line. Can he get a mark? No, he can't, but out the back. Can they grab it here in Penza? That they do, they move it forward. And now Yea just grab it and thump it on the boot. It's going to be intercepted by King. Lachlan, that is. King now pushes off his mark and then just puts it into the pocket. Can a mark be taken? No, it's going to fall short. It's going to be a boundary throw-in on the far side of the ground, deep in the forward line for Belgrave. See if they can add another goal to their tally. After this, as the 2 ruckmen get ready to battle. And Dawson's going to go up against Sealy. Sealy gets there. There's a whistle being blown. It's going to go the way of Yea. And it's going to Sealy. Or is it going to be reversed? No, it's not. So Sealy now pushes off his mark. And he's told to play on now. And decides to just go long down the line. Is it going to work? No mark can be taken. Can they get the one out the back? No. Hamilton lays a strong tackle. Matter of fact, it was Evans. And the whistle is blown. And it's trickled over the boundary line again for another boundary throw. And so a lot of tiring legs, Aiden, which means more stoppages coming into play.
Yep, that's it.
It's the ball thrown back into play now. Weezer gets the tap down. Can they get a clearance here? Sealy goes and gets it himself and snaps it around his body, stumps it to half forward. Can a mark be taken? Bounce does not favour Sandals there, but he gets it, then gives a handball out to Graham. He's put up sore after that kick, Aiden. Did you see that?
Ooh. Yeah, a little bit of cramp. I think it's a bit of cramp.
Yeah, a bit of cramp.
That's it. So we've got a boundary throw and inside forward 50 for the Tigers. Maybe a consolation prize still on offer. Currently trailing by 40 points in this final quarter. So we wait for the ball to be thrown back in. Pell once again up against Weezer. Pell to the front. Gets the tap away. Might rove his own tap here. Evans, was he taken high? No, umpire calls him to go. And we'll have a stoppage inside forward 50 once again for the Tigers. 25 minutes gone into the final quarter. So up it goes. Pell slaps it back into the corridor. Can someone get on the end of it here? Sandals goes in hard. Can he get the ball away? Yes, he can. It spills out eventually. Might be a chance for Gregory. Plenty of numbers around it. Gregory, snap towards goal. Got it. Good finish there from Sam Gregory, back to 34 points. 12-9-81 R Yea, trailing Belgrave 17-13-115. We've been going 25 and a half into the final quarter.
So not long to go in this quarter, Aiden. Not long to go in the game.
So clever finish there from Sam Gregory. Definitely in a pack of players and just coolly slotted it through as we come back into the middle. So Sealy once again will be up in the ruck here against Weezer. So we wait for the umpire to throw the ball aloft. Up it goes. Sealy taps it down. No mark can be taken, and Evans straight away. It wasn't Evans, sorry, it was Garvey who brings the ball down. So once again up it goes. Sealy and Weezer. Weezer wins the tap, gets it away to Prismich. Prismich, here we go. Pemberton, he's already kicked one in the afternoon. Breaks away. Oh, no, he was taken in the tackle. Got the handball. Here is Dawson. Can he kick number 3? Yes, he can. Kick around the body, back to 40 points. Good finish there from Nathan Dawson, sorry. 3 goals on the afternoon.
What are we, 26 and a half minutes gone?
Yep.
In the last quarter.
So wait for the ball to come back into the middle. 40 points the difference. Very lively stuff there from Liam Pemberton, and eventually Nathan Dawson finds the middle. As once again the ball finds its way back into the middle of the ground, and once again Sealy and Weezer will do battle in the ruck.
Sealy and Weezer probably to close out this game here. Sealy tries to grab it out of the ruck himself, taps it forward, and gathering it there was Jarvie. They go forward, Yea. Gregory kicked the goal earlier, gives it off to the skipper Patrick Evans, dances around a few. It's going to be a high contact free kick. I think it's a high fend off they're going to give it, and a 25-metre penalty against Sealy, who's absolutely fuming after that too.
Has to be double digits now. If it wasn't before.
Yeah, no, 100% it is. So King will get it and put it inside forward to Dawson out in front. Can't hold the mark. But grabbing it out ground is Green. Gives a handball at the top to Brown. Snap across his body. It's not quite going to make the distance. Can a mark be taken? No. Campbell was there. It's going to be out of bounds on the full. As Yea bring it back up the middle. Oh no, missed the kick. And grabbing it. Campbell! And he's got it. He's got 6. 2 weeks in a row, Aiden, we've caught a bag of 6.
Make that 46 points, 19-13-127. Now R Belgrave leading Yea, 12-9-81.
6 goals, 1, 2, may I add.
Yeah, no, fantastic.
Pretty sure Tom Toner kicked 6 goals, 1, 2 as well.
6 goals,
it was 6 goals, 1 or 6 goals, 2.
I think it was, yeah. He also had 30 disposals as well, Trent, so he was just absolutely everywhere. Was Tom Toner last week. Certainly had a little bit of the ball too. Has Chris Campbell. He's gotten up the ground plenty of times as well. Been a real difference in the game today as it comes back into the middle once again. 28 minutes gone into this final quarter. So once again, King's going to go up on the ruck on this occasion. Give Weezer a chop out up against Sealy. Sealy gets the tap. Roves his own tap as well. Tries to break through. And umpire McNeese calls for it once again. So pretty high scoring last quarter this one. 6 goals for Belgrave. 4 for Yea. So 10 goals all up. Here is Prismich. Couldn't quite get it under his control. Pemberton gets the handball away just in time. Sealy tried to intercept it but couldn't do so. Looks like Pemberton once again's in the area. Handball comes inboard. Johnston. Here we go, Pemberton. Kick to the top of the square. No mark can be taken. Do they get the fortuitous bounce? No, they don't. Beautifully done on that occasion there by Daniel Evans. Gets it away just in time and finds Gregory in the back pocket. He decides he's going to kick across goal, or it goes up the middle. In fact, it's a bit of a wobbly ball. Fritz is there, taps it back into the corridor, but he's turned it over. Evans with a look-away handball. There's a siren. And that will do us in the match of the round here at Belgrave Recreation Reserve. The final scores here. Belgrave 19-13, 127 have defeated Yea 12-9, 81.